Hi, my name's John, and this is my wife, Sue MacDonald, and we've been going to Summit Church, formerly First Missionary Church, for 23 years. We came to Summit right after we moved up here from Florida in 2000. Sue's sister was diagnosed and passed away with cancer. We were in the process of looking for a home church, and the people at Hallbritter said, well, go talk to Dan Miller at First Missionary Church, he'll help you. When he did her memorial service, you'd have never known that he had never met her. We decided, well, we really owe it to him to go to his church once or twice just as a thank you for doing her service. And that was over 23 years ago. And Summit Church, First Missionary Church, became our home. We were welcomed the day we showed up.
Yeah.
And it never ceased.
Merva was at the door, and we walked up a little hesitantly, and she just, like she knew us, like, hi, welcome, and it was such a warm, comforting feeling. I mean, that won me right there.
Shortly after we had started attending First Missionary, we had a life action revival that went on. Mm-hmm. As we left that night driving home, I vividly remember telling Sue, I said, I feel like we should start tithing, and basically her laughing at me that there's no way in the world we can afford to tithe. And it's not something that happened right away. It was something that we grew into. But by the time the first capital campaign came along, it wasn't even a question of if we were going to give. It was a question of how much can we give.
As we were both prayerfully considering, we both came up with the same number. I mean, what were you thinking? Well, I was thinking this. Well, I was thinking that too.
We were able to give fairly sacrificially, and we had to make some changes. I mean, we had friends who went on vacations every year. They'd say, hey, we're going to Cancun, we're going to
Cabo,
the Dominican, you want to go with us? And we'd say, no thank you, we're giving to a capital campaign at church, which a lot of the times when you told people that, you would be met with chuckles and like, oh yeah, you're really silly. But it was something that in our hearts, we knew it was the right thing to do. What we were doing was for eternity. It wasn't for a vacation to Cozumel. It was for eternity for us, and hopefully eternity for a lot of people who were not involved with a place to worship Jesus. After we started tithing, we have had multiple situations come up that wasn't in our budget. Oh my gosh, the water heater went out. This is going to date us, but we have to spend $300 for a water heater. And it would be, okay, now what do we do? That particular example, the next morning I go to work and my boss calls me in and said, hey, you did a great job on this project last month. Mike wants to give you a bonus of $300. And it would be within dollars of what the unexpected expense we had just incurred was. I would start chuckling, and she said, what's so funny? I said, well, I was just thinking, I'd be afraid to stop tithing. I'd be afraid to lose the blessings that we're getting in our life by stopping. We have never, ever looked at giving either through tithing or through the capital campaigns as a obligation, something we have to do. It's something that we have wanted to do. Mm-hmm. We have truly felt that it is the right thing to do.
For people considering the capital campaign and what they will give, I can only tell you that you will miss out on so many blessings if you ignore God's direction in your heart. You need to follow Him, pray about it, understand that He will take care of you. He will bless you in so many ways.
This building campaign is going to give us the opportunity to expand our facilities, which I know will expand our impact on the people who attend here and the people who will attend here in the future, and the entire Niles, Buchanan, South Bend area.
We're reaching so many people in the community and helping them, well, leading them to follow Christ. And that's what I'm excited about.